This is a video message for all pastors and all church leaders and deacons and elders and anyone else who's involved in the church, whatever church you go to. The Bible says that God does not show no favoritism towards any of his children, and he's no respecter of persons. So therefore, patrons and attendants and members of your church, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter how much money somebody gives, for tithes and offerings. It doesn't matter how involved someone is in your church, how much they do for you, or how good of a friend someone is to you. If God doesn't show no favoritism towards any of his people, and if he's no respecter of persons, then neither should you. You should not be showing favoritism towards only certain people. You need to be showing favoritism towards all people. You need to respect everybody. Even it's like you got one person who's giving all this money to your church and doing all these great things for your church and being involved and with this and that in your church, and then you got another person who makes lesser money than the other person, and they don't give as much, including for offering, or they're not very active with stuff in your church. Well, as much respect and other stuff you give to this other person, you need to give the same amount of respect to the other person, not shunning them out. Again, I'm talking all the stuff off the top of my head. Normally I print or write the stuff out. But like I say, again, God shows no favoritism and is no respecter of persons. So therefore, all pastors and elders and deacons and other church leaders and people who are in charge of stuff in your church, neither should you show any favoritism or be a respecter of certain people, no matter what big, huge things they do or get involved with in your church. God respects all of his people the same. Well, you need to respect all people in your church the same amount, the same way. There.